Yo, YouTube, what is up? As you can see, your boy's a little sweaty. He just got done working out. Got me a good little workout in. Did upper body and a little lower body. But really, upper body was just pull-ups, some muscle-ups, and some push-ups. Not too much though, not nothing too crazy. Then, did a little lower body workout in the gym. But yeah, YouTube, your boy took his first loss today. So in my previous video, which was yesterday, I was in a NAS 100 trade, which I took a sell. When I was in the video, I was saying I was, gonna take a buy. Like a buy setup was, what's happening. But, I did like another analysis, and I was like, I think it may sell, whatever, just from what I see. So what I do, I sold, and literally, it probably only went like maybe like 10 points in my favor. And then I just woke up, to the trade band, hit my stop loss. So, it was a big L. It really wasn't a big L. It was $150 loss, pretty much, like $149. But then, I was able to get back in, another trade opportunity, which was a sell. And ultimately, I could have got all my profit back, or I could even close some profit. But, I wanted the trade to, take out the low or go to that lowest low. But it never ended up going there. It did, I was up like 170 whenever I had seen it at one point over time or something like that. But I just never closed out of it. I just, stayed in it. I was looking for like a $400 win. But ultimately, I got stopped out in profit, which is like $5, really a break even. But then, waiting for the market to close, and once the market opened back up, I'm currently in a buy right now. And I'm currently up like $120 or something like that. I'm ultimately looking to make about a good $500, $600. Not the least, at the least I'll at least make 200. But at the most, I got my take profit at like $1,200. These past few trades were 0.02 trades. So, instead of a $50 profit, that's now a $100 profit. Instead of a $200 profit, that's now a $400 profit, and the numbers move fast. And that's really why I like trading NAS 100, because you can, for instance, 0.01, 0.02. Like, especially once you go from 0.01 to 0.02, the numbers, go up and down faster, and I like to see that. I like to see my money just grow and move that fast. Because imagine being up, $200 in 45 minutes or even less. Like, that's crazy. And, people don't even make that, that much money in a day. So, yeah, it's really amazing. And that's really why I love trading. I understand and see the power in it. But ultimately, I took a loss today, but most definitely going to overcome the loss and recover from it. But yeah, really just want to get on here and say that. I wasn't going to post a video because I really don't want to overly post. I don't want to like oversaturate, my page with just random video, just posting every day for no reason. Really, I wouldn't say for no reason, but there's really just no point in it. But yeah, my first loss on this account build since I made the $93 deposit. But overall, still up $300 and some for the week. So still in profit or whatever. But I do want to say, my trade this morning that I had placed, it low-key was kind of a revenge trade. And at the same time, I told myself I wasn't going to trade last night or even today or whatever. I was just going to wait until next week to start back trading. But, here I am still trading. So I'm kind of went against. I don't have any rules or anything. I rather just, trade what I see. Maybe I do need to create some rules for myself, but I really don't see no point in rules if I'm trading strictly price action. It's not like I'm over trading. I see what I like, and then I trade it. But maybe I'll look back on this video and a couple years from now and be like, dang, like why wasn't I trading with rules? You know, now I trade with rules and I'm a much better trader, you know. Maybe I will have that type of response, but in the past, I traded with rules before, you know. I had a system that I stuck to and traded by. But ultimately now, this is how I trade. And, why miss out on money if the opportunity is there? That's kind of how I look at it. But yeah, overall, still having a great week. You know, did take that that L earlier. I'm glad that I had my stops at break even, because if I didn't have my stops in break even, I would be in drawdown right now. And who likes being in drawdown? But yeah, I'm feeling good. I go out to sea tomorrow, so might not have any service sometime tomorrow or the next couple days, because I won't be back in port until Sunday, so I'll be gone for 3 days. My first time going to sea as a worker or whatever. And so yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm going to see how that goes. And yeah, I'm deciding on if I want to not celebrate, but I'm deciding on if I want to get a few drinks, a couple beers or something, maybe buy a bottle, enjoy myself. And yeah, but ultimately though, I'm just gonna continue to chase the dream, chase my goals. And yesterday, I was talking about how I was in my feelings or whatever, with my ex-girlfriend and that situation. Or just want to get in here and say, ultimately, she told, really the other day, I didn't say this in yesterday's video, but she told me, to ultimately, she prayed that I find peace and find someone new. And ultimately, I wouldn't say that I found peace, but I would say that, I would say that I'm finding it, that I'm really not as hurt as, I was a few days ago. Like, I'm really not feeling too bad. Yes, she's on my mind or whatever sometimes, but it's not like it's just overly bothering me like it was before. Because really, I was just more so anxious on like wanting to know, like, if is there opportunity of us getting back together. And I really just accepted it, and and finding peace within that, knowing that this is a high probability that this won't be the girl for me, the girl that I thought that I would end up marrying. But it is what it is. Life goes on, and stop loss will just hit. Find the next trade, right? Find the next high probability trade. And take that, and hopefully the take profit get hits on that one. And so yeah, let's get it.